Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. There you go. There's a lovely sound to start with. There you go.
Yep.
See what happens when I leave the doors open. Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Welcome once again to this steaming hot pile of entertainment, allegedly, that we call GainerWorld Live. An hour get-together where we just kind of let our hair down and say hi to everybody and just kind of talk and do all sorts of weird little random things.
GainerWorld Live, where entertainment is a four-letter word that starts with the letter S.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Pretty much. As you can tell, along with me is my occasional guest co-host, Chris King. What?
Don't say that.
Don't. Why shouldn't I say that?
Witness protection.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry about that. Where was my head?
Yeah, we're supposed to be blurring my face right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll pixelate it though.
I appreciate
that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No problem.
We could do it in post. It's fine.
Sure. Yeah, you can always fix it in post. That's
Yep.
not sure. No problem at all.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, Chris decided that he's going to join us this evening.
I didn't actually decide that I was going to join you guys this evening. It just happened to work out that way somehow or another. I'm not certain. I think I'm supposed to be at a birthday party right now. I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're skirting a birthday party for this?
No, I'm going to go.
Oh, okay.
But I just wasn't sure at the time, and I tried to look it up on Facebook before we started this, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, okay.
But I know it's definitely tonight. I just can't remember what time it's supposed to be.
This is how bad we've become as a society. This is how bad we've become as a society when you can't do anything or you can't
remember anything.
Yeah,
or remember any telephone numbers unless you look at your phone.
Unless you look at your phone or you
notice how
Facebook.
he couldn't rember his lines right there
because I didn't have them written
Did you
down.
get that? Did you guys get that?
Let me look this up real fast.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I hear you. Anyway, so yeah, lots of things going on, lots of new stuff.
Lots of things.
Lots of things.
Lots of new stuff.
Lots of new stuff. No
Lots
kidding.
of new stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you got new stuff?
No, I don't. I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh, I see. Are you playing the part of the hapless lackey tonight?
I am.
Oh, okay. That's
yep.
Oh, God.
Or as one famous person's hapless lackey used to say, "Yes,
you are correct, sir." Okay, sure. Yeah. Is that all you're gonna do? That's what you're gonna do for the entire show.
That's right, Dave. That's totally right. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, Dave. Yep.
Yeah, but can you play the keyboard?
Gonna do it, Dave. Gonna do it right there. Keyboard right behind me. We're gonna have the E Street Band and everything, Dave.
Like that time I was with Springsteen on the road. I just saw him the other night. He was doing something. I can't remember what the heck it was.
Did it involve a wheelchair and fix-it?
No, which is the really scary part. He hasn't changed at all.
Really?
Not at all.
He must be sharing the blood of small migrant children
That's
along with Keith Richards.
You know, well, and Cher.
And Betty White. And a bunch of
there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, I know. There's a cabal that's doing that right now.
There's a whole Illuminati thing that's happening here.
Sure is.
But part of the reason that we get together every week, the way that we do, is we get to talk to people in the chat room. Like Elena is here. Hey, Elena, how's it going? Which means that Danimal is also there. Oh, yeah. I'm digging that. And
hello, Elena. Hello, Dan.
and the first thing that Elena says, "Hey Tim!" exclamation point. The Danimal and I think you should kick off tonight's show with one of your favorite songs. What say you? No, What Say You is not one of my favorite songs. And as a result of that,
I opened for What Say You about 3 weeks ago.
did you?
Yes, I did.
I think I opened for them on the. I think it was Stuttgart. But
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Stuttgart.
Yeah. Have you heard about what's happening over there?
Yeah, I did.
Dude.
I did.
Dude. There's some serious stuff. And
I know, dude. I
and
used
it's
to
not
have
that
a
fun-
German girlfriend.
It's okay.
She broke up with me, but you know what they say. There's plenty of them in the sea.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, ow.
what?
Ow.
What?
Whoa. Too
What?
soon? Too soon?
What? One will float along in a minute.
Oh man! If you haven't heard the news, apparently Western Germany, what is it? Belgium, parts of the Netherlands.
Yes.
They got this weird flash flood thing. They got this weird storm, and just like houses, 1,000-year-old houses, like washed away now.
Notice Belgium was one of the places, so expect your imported chocolates to go through the roof.
Okay, now that's going too far.
I'm just saying.
That's going too far,
There's
mister.
those imported chocolates are going to be extremely expensive now, because how are they going to get them out of there?
That's crazy talk.
It's not crazy talk. That's what's going to happen. Watch. You mark my words, sir. You mark my words.
There are so many people. Hey, man, I'm just playing, okay?
Look, hey.
I'm just playing.
Hey.
It's cool. I'm just playing. Anyway, so yeah, no, we'll get into that.
Then you do. Go right to you do right by me. Anyway.
No, I won't let that happen.
All right.
The power of Christ compels you.
To what? Commit mass genocide?
Something like that.
Okay.
But depends on. It's a mood thing.
Wipe the red man off the earth. Yay.
Hey.
No.
It's like George Carlin said.
For Jesus.
It's like George Carlin said when he got here. They were having a cookout in Philadelphia. Next thing you know,
Pretty much.
So they had to take them off one mountain range through two mountain ranges, off the continent completely to an island, Alcatraz, and they had to take the island to get it. I guess we'll just have to send them back where they came from.
But they're from here. That's the punch.
Boy, we can't put a thing
Not
by
a
you,
doggone thing, can you? I attribute that to my size.
Okay. Speaking of not putting things past you, you will note if you hear a rushing sound. Obviously, we still haven't gotten the air conditioning situation going.
Won't get put in until December.
No, don't say that.
I'm just saying.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying.
That's not even close to being funny.
Well, I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, that's just the way these things work out. You needed it when we had the 90-degree days, and now that you don't have it, it's going to get put in when you absolutely don't need it. At which point, I would be asking them for a discount.
As good idea as that is,
It's an awesome idea.
and well,
It's okay. You can say it.
But here's
They
the
know
thing.
it.
But here's the
Look
thing.
at 'em.
No, do you know this?
Right out there in the audience. Right,
Do you know
see,
this?
right over there. Right over there.
Well, not that guy.
They know it.
Not that guy.
No, I'm talking about that dude right there.
Oh,
Yeah, that
no,
one.
he
Yeah.
no, he totally knows. Yeah.
Notice how he's got that look of on his face. Yep.
Yeah.
See?
Well, no,
So-
that's more look like a. Doesn't look anything like David Dobrik.
So
anyway.
late January is about when we're expecting for it to get put in.
Don't. Please don't. Because see, here's the thing.
It's gonna make an awesome Valentine's Day gift.
Doesn't it always?
It does.
Nothing says love like
It
a new
does.
AC unit.
Hey, new AC unit to keep your heart as cold as it has been for the last how many years?
Yeah, it's that.
Okay. What's the hold up on your AC? Well, here's the story. And we hand you over to our host, Tim Gainer.
Why, thank you, Chris.
You're
What's
quite
happening
welcome.
is they have to custom build the doggone thing, and it's going to take weeks. That's the truth.
Now there was an option, right?
Well, the other option was they wanted to take my water cooler and move it from the laundry room.
Your water heater.
Yeah, the water heater, and move it from the laundry room into my front closet. Mm-hmm. Which I'm just like, no, this is not going to happen. This ain't happening.
Because they could have put one in,
Yeah.
and it would have been a brand new unit,
Right.
but they needed the space that the water heater is taking up in order to put the new unit in.
Right.
So they would have had to move the water heater into the closet, which
Mm-hmm.
would have been interesting to say the least. And then
Here, let me hang your coat up.
and then yeah. And then put the new AC unit in where the water heater used to be and where all of that. Judy from the CO, how you doing?
Oh, Jude, little sister, good to see you. How's it going?
But yeah,
You're 10 minutes late, and already you've missed possibly the best show in the history of the internet. Just so you know.
well, she's still here. There's still time.
Yeah, but no.
It could happen.
The inspiration.
It could happen.
The inspiration's gone.
No, I'm on point tonight.
Oh, are you?
Absolutely. That's why I've been so quick with the comebacks.
Who am I to say what's right or wrong? Please, sir.
I don't know, but you need to figure that out
I
because
guess.
self-identity crises are a thing these days. So anyway,
It's a matter of self-reflection.
how you doing, Judy? Self-reflection works for everybody except for vampires. Anyway, so
So as I was saying, if you hear a rush of air, and Judy says she's good.
yes, I see.
She is. You.
I be got some book learning, sir. I knows how to read.
Masa teach me good.
Pretty much.
So yes, so that we have our evaporative cooling unit going tonight.
It's
Yes.
off camera, but just imagine
right.
there's one over here.
There's one over
That's
there.
all.
But it's not just any evaporative cooling unit, Chris. Oh no, it's the evaporative cooling unit from our friends at Arctic Air, makers of the premier evaporative cooling unit. Arctic Air, keep it cool. So anyway,
Oh yeah.
Arctic Air, sponsor the show. Competitive rates.
How are you two? I'm okay.
I'm doing all right.
I'm yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still
Still,
alive. Still alive.
we can't see his reflection in the mirror, but yes, he's still alive.
Well, that's only because the lights were off.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
But
If I open my eyes and smile, you can.
I was just gonna
Anyway,
say,
it's like a Cheshire cat.
yeah, great minds think alike. No, there's new stuff coming along.
It's funny. Anytime I open my eyes and smile like that, somehow I'm compelled to sing "Hello, Dolly." I don't know what that is.
Well, no,
but
I'm more inclined to sing "Wars, Why Can't We Be Friends?" But hey, that's just me.
I'll say hello, Dolly. I say hello, Dolly.
anyway,
Did I ever tell you the story about
probably didn't.
there's
Please continue.
There's a very well known story about how Louis Armstrong was given an audience with the Pope
Uh-oh.
at the time, like Pope John. I think it was like Pope John 23rd. And one of the things that Louis apparently didn't like was if he couldn't handle his morning constitution, shall we say? Mm-hmm. So in order to stave that off during the visit, he went to downstairs and did what jazz musicians do when they're in a grumpy mood.
Coke,
Weed.
heroin.
Weed.
Okay. Either way.
Yeah, same thing, just different.
Yep.
So he walks up with his wife in the midst of an interpreter, and the Pope asks, do you have any children? And Louis just looks at the Pope and says, "No, Your Holiness, but we sure having fun trying." And
I like that.
And the story goes that he was ushered away before it could be translated.
Got it.
Yeah, that's my union. That's my
All right.
my Louis Armstrong joke. Judy Gainer says might not make the August 20th show. No place to crash. No, that's a drag. That's a drag indeed. And she also says hi to Elena, so which is very cool. And that's what this show is about. Along with us making complete fools of ourselves on the internet for an hour.
Tim can get
People-
an air mattress for you, Judy. You can stay here.
Ixnay on the address, May. Oh, so what Mike's hot?
You can get an Ixnay mattress, Judy.
We'll get her an X.
I don't know. I don't know what XMen on the actress may happens to be, but it sounds really dirty.
Any place. So yeah, but you can tell if you're looking at, and even if you're watching the replay, you obviously aren't going to be able to see anything because we don't do the chat thing on the replay. But people talk to each other in the chat room, and if you're live with us right now,
They sort of do.
they come in. Well, yes, sometimes. I mean, if I don't edit the show,
Most of the time they hurl jabs at us, but that's kind of what we're here for.
well, yeah. Well,
Yep.
think of us as the internet scapegoats, if nothing else.
Tim doesn't like me enough to let me stay with him. Tim,
Chris.
little sister Judy from the CO,
Oh yeah.
and you don't like her enough to let her stay with you, Tim?
Hygiene's a very tough thing to describe, Chris. Yeah.
Wow, that is so messed up. That
Yeah,
is
that's what I
so
keep
messed
telling
up.
her, and she just won't.
That is so messed up.
But
That is so messed up.
anyway, it's true, Chris. It's true.
Man. Judy, I'm sorry. I understand that the smell is tough to bear because I have to sit here with it through the show. But you know, if it means
turn that
if it
one
means
sentence.
if it means a place to stay, I mean, it's always a possibility.
You never know.
Might I suggest that you bring along with you a super soaker full of soft soap and Axe body spray?
No Febreze.
I mean, that's what we do at conventions. So, you know.
That explains the water cannons outside the hotel.
I know. My sympathies go out to you, too.
You
Oh,
know,
no. I'm so sorry.
you're supposed to like the host of the show.
And you grew up with that, too. Oh, my God. Old habits die hard, don't they? Along with any small animals that happen to be in the same room with
You
them,
know, I was just gonna say. I was just gonna stay.
I'm just grasping. Yeah, you know.
This is now you understand why I don't have any pets.
I told you I was quick tonight.
Apparently,
You didn't believe me.
No, it doesn't bother me at all because I had absolutely no show prep whatsoever.
I told them I was going to shoot, but they didn't believe me.
I-
Why didn't they believe me?
You never believe me. No, I've had, you know, everybody's been asking me the last couple of days, you know, you don't have any show prep. I'm like, no, I don't. Yeah, no.
Not at all.
Not tonight.
None. We just run off on a tangent and whatever happens to happen, happens.
And bring in Chris when I have no ideas. So, and he just fills for an hour.
I'm the idea man, supposedly.
Supposedly. Oh, yeah.
This job sucks. I'm not getting paid.
Nearly enough.
Notice the self-editing as I go along. I'm not getting paid. You can bleep that in post.
Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
This job is up. Oh my God.
We're trying not to get demonetized, Chris, okay?
What the is wrong with this dude?
Well, a lot
This
of it,
is crazy.
A lot of it has to do with his, with his. Wait a minute.
No, Jack's not getting paid either. That's the problem.
Jack. Who the hell is Jack?
I'm not getting paid, Jack. Jack's not getting paid.
Oh,
Just-
ain't nobody getting paid.
Nope,
Ace.
not at all.
No, not
Nope.
on the show.
And no, before you ask, Ace isn't getting paid either.
No, no.
Anyway,
We fired Ace a couple of weeks ago, by the way.
all
But
right.
but the big thing is I got a new chair, so I'm feeling good
Ooh.
about that.
He's got a new chair.
Yeah, you didn't notice that, did you?
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I noticed the first time I came over when I came up to see it, and it's got nice stitching. And from what I understand, it supports about 3,000 pounds, so just barely enough for him.
Dude, okay. See, the other one that I had, Flopsy. Well, Plopsy does get paid, but you know,
He just puts it all on his little Amex.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
you know, It is what it is.
If you call buying an extra box of macaroni and cheese getting paid, I'm good. But yeah, so my other chair. This is how I know I'm getting old and I need to lose weight.
Because every time you get ready to get up or sit down, you make noises.
Oh no, I've been doing that for a couple of years now.
I mean, that's how you know.
Well, that's part of it. That's part of it. No, he's not getting paid in Bitcoin. It's like I can afford Bitcoin, really.
Fractional Bitcoin.
A fraction of Bitcoin, but
basically, like you can still buy it.
So I'm sitting here one night in my old chair.
Oh Lord,
I didn't tell you this story. I'm sitting here, working away, doing what it is that I'm doing. Two of the casters. I'm like, not one, two. I'm like, okay, maybe I just put them in wrong.
I wouldn't have taken that as a sign that you were getting old and rather rotund. I would think that the primary sign is the carnage that's left in your wake out of the peanut butter aisle in the grocery store. At least that's my thought on the whole thing.
I don't even like peanut butter that much.
Lies.
Elena says walk. I do.
They made a song about that. Remember? Jazz, Elephant Walk. It's awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, now I've got this visual of you and me walking down the street. Oh, God. This is quality entertainment, I want you to know. But yeah, no, I had to go out. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, what can I do? Well, it turns out that nothing less than the Shaquille O'Neal collection of office chairs is going to support me. Yeah. And I'm going back on the road.
In what, a flatbed tractor trailer? I'm just curious.
I've been looking to see how much train cars are.
A tank with reinforced steel springs. I
was looking to see if I could maybe rent one of the old rail cars from Barnum and Bailey Circus. Look, here he comes.
That amuses me so much.
Oh, you should try from over here.
That amuses me so much. Oh my God.
So I've stepped up my golf game. If it wasn't for the rain, which rained all flippin' week, it's like, yeah. But I'm starting to play like 2-3 days a week now.
Huh.
Which explains why when you were here today, when you walked in, and I got the package from Federal Express.
Okay, get this.
God.
He opens up this package.
Why do I do this to myself?
And it's 5, count not 1, not 3, 5 dozen Callaway Super Soft golf balls.
Don't give away the secret.
And that's not a secret. He says
you can say golf balls. Don't use one.
And this is what he says when he opens up the package. Oh yeah, when you know that you're a pro.
I did not say that.
It was something similar. It was something equally as ridiculous because I'm like, if you were a pro, you wouldn't need 5 dozen golf balls.
One of my favorite sayings is when I lose a golf ball, I look at the players with me and they say, that's why they sell them by the dozen. And I pull another out of my bag. That's why I need 5 dozen golf balls. In 18 holes, I'm lucky if I have 3 when I get home.
And next week, he'll order 5 dozen more.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
And I would buy 5 dozen balls, and I would buy 5 dozen more. Anyway.
So yes. So I don't walk, but I ride, but I do get sufficient exercise for walk. Expect me to do stuff like that? Like I've got time for that kind of thing.
He'll walk
Well,
to the refrigerator.
Hello.
I'll walk up to the deli. I'm not so sure, Tim. Wait a minute now.
Well, they do say that the camera put on 5, 10, 80 pounds.
There you go.
So-
See, exactly. It's all in the video. That's what this is. Actually, the truth of the matter is we're both 60. Work with me here, man.
I'm trying to.
Here I was going to say.
I want people to see you as a man of integrity. So you telling all these
On
lies.
the
You're coming
street.
off like Joe Isuzu right now. I'm just telling you.
Joe, I'm saying that.
Honest.
Really? I'm saying that on the street, we're both 6'2", 245. I'm just saying. You're blowing my cover, man. You're blowing my cover.
5'10", 260. I'm just saying.
Well, then you got somewhere. I have my COVID tonnage. Everybody does. And that, that's kind of one of the funny things. But I was working on this long before COVID, so I really don't care.
Little known fact though, funny thing about this chair, when he rolls backwards, it beeps. It's awesome. Shaq had that put in special.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to work on my clean jokes for a change.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes,
No problem.
Yes, the Danimal is watching tonight.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So, well, that would explain the police tape with wide load on the back of it. But anyway,
and the UN placard that indicates contains methane. It's
Chris, you're quite the friend.
I am.
See,
I
and
believe
I've known her longer than I've known you.
I believe in being exactly who you are. And by gosh, if Tim does not believe in himself, I will reinforce to him exactly who he is so that he can learn to love himself for exactly that.
Because I'm good enough.
Everybody else can't love you if you don't love yourself. Am I right or am I right?
Because I'm good enough and fast enough. And doggone it, people like me. Probably longer than Chris is old. This is true. No, it's along about the same. Because Chris is getting ready to turn in the half century card.
I got a couple years yet, man. Back up off me.
Oh, then definitely yeah. The YMCA by the new house opens Saturday.
So you mentioned that because pickup spot?
No, she's a fan of the Village People. I don't know. What do you say? The YMCA by the new house.
That would be a
opens.
heck of a gig for them, though. Every new YMCA opening, they
show
show up.
That's instant revenue.
It really is.
Yeah,
it really is.
That and Navy
treadmill
recruiting.
time. No.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
No,
I really
I'm
wouldn't.
sorry. When I put one foot in front of the other, I want to go someplace. It's bad enough that for people like me, there's a glass ceiling in life. Like, I want to actually have some forward progress in something that I do.
Exactly. Trippy Connection has come into the chat room.
Well. That's 3 holes in the ground. How you doing?
Well. 3 deep subjects all at the same time.
Yep.
Anyway, so probably longer than Chris is old. Lena says no. Yeah. No. We have known each other longer than Chris and I have known each other. You and I have known each other forever. I've only known Chris for like 10, 11 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. God almighty, we haven't killed...
I knew of his existence, but I didn't know him until MU City decided to get us to put together this media conglomeration at work.
His thing.
Yeah.
That catapulted us to fame and fabulous fortune.
And unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, that's okay. Hey, I'm digging it.
I'm
really
not so much.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was cool for the first couple of weeks, and then it's just like something about being off all the time
Yeah.
just tends to sap all the life out of you, and to a point where you really don't want to do anything.
Well, there's the. I will admit, because I was the same way. You know, for a couple of weeks, you know, I was having lots of fun doing nothing, and then you sit around and you go, "Crap, I'm doing nothing."
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I mean, I had like my commitments. I had this, and I had the hugs thing. And,
like I'm at the point where I'm almost ready to become a Walmart greeter just to have something to do.
that would be funny.
It would be.
That would be hysterical. In fact, I mentioned that to somebody. I was in Target the other day.
If I were to become a Walmart greeter, though, I would be a Walmart greeter with a taser and pepper spray. Hi, welcome to Walmart. Can you put your mask on, please? I don't need to wear a... Security.
I said put the mask on.
Security. Can you please take this person out of here? They're not wearing a mask.
Trippy says it's just a few years for me. No, it's actually. Yeah, no, it's well, no, I mean, obviously, you know, because you're the baby of the bunch, but I mean, it's still been 7-8 years, so that's not too bad.
Okay, Judy. Here's the thing.
Judy says, Chris, you could drive the carts around.
Okay, here's the thing.
I can see
I've
you in
driven
that little
driven
red,
one of those carts before.
one of those
Okay.
little red Zambonis.
No. I don't mean one of those. I mean like the rascal scooter carts that they have at. I've been in one of those before. When I broke my leg, I went out to, it was the Wisconsin Dells or something like that. And since I couldn't move around a lot and I couldn't get into the hot tub with everybody with the drinking and everything, I decided to stay around so that I could like cook the meals and everything. So that was fine. We needed to go to the store.
Okay.
So we went to the store and I went ahead and hopped in one of these carts. And my friends were like, "Oh, no, you're not." I was like, "Oh, yes, I am, because I've got a reason." And I held up the boot and everything. It was like, "Right here, buddy." And we're tooling around this store. And all of a sudden, my cart dies.
Okay.
Hand to God.
Judy calls it the old fart cart.
Dude, hand to God. Cart dead.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there and everybody is looking at me like, "Why are you just sitting in the aisle like that?"
What's wrong with
And my
you?
friends came over and they started laughing, talking about me, talking about Tim. My friends were laughing their heads off at me
That's prime real estate. When that happens. That's prime real estate.
as I'm stranded with a dead battery in the middle of an aisle on a rascal scooter. One of the employees, they went and got one of the employees. He rides one up and says, "Okay, you can get on this one."
Oh, there you go.
And then he pushes the other one away, and I hop on that one, and I drive around for, had to be a good 40 minutes, because I know that they weren't designed to do that, but I'm like, you know what? Somebody else needs to
destroy
suffer
this
too.
if I'm
So-
going down, I'm thinking somebody with me.
Right. So I went ahead and drove it around until it started to slow down a little bit. And I was like, okay, time to check out. And then we went back up to the front and checked out. And I drove it out the parking lot and right into one of those cart stalls and hobbled my butt right on over to the car and got in. And I know that they didn't plug it back up because they didn't plug the other one back up that I was riding in.
There you go.
So not only do they have one cart that's currently on charge, but they also have the second cart that's now going to die on somebody else because Schadenfreude is a thing. I just wish I could have been there to see it.
You know, and you know it happened.
That would have been awesome.
You know it happened, and it was some.
Cause I would have hopped on a fresh cart, rode by him, and went, "Me too." So. Yeah,
That I would love to see. That I would pay to see.
that would have been awesome.
That I would pay to have seen.
But I
Oh
didn't
my
wind up
God.
doing that, and that's all she wrote for that.
And alrighty then. Good
Yep.
to know.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh, and people wonder about the company I keep. I don't know, but anyway, if you are
I am not a sick puppy. You stop that.
You are a sick.
You stop that. That is not true. I am not a sick puppy. Sorry, I was supposed to be looking at the camera. I am not a sick puppy. You stop that right now. You stop. No, liar.
I'm not doing
liar.
Hey, I'm just sitting here. Just doing my thing.
No, I can't talk about Tim. Tim only lies 2 times.
When I'm awake and
when you're awake and when your mouth is open. So, but he doesn't lie all the time.
Nice.
We are playing nice.
We are playing nice.
This is playing. Okay,
we're
Elena,
like this all the time.
All right, Elena, let me explain something to you
we
real
are
quick.
like this all the time.
Real quick, let me explain something to you. Let me explain something, Lucy. Here's the thing. I have this philosophy where if you are my friend, I am going to talk about you. Okay?
So now I got to edit that out too.
No, you don't, because I didn't say it.
Oh, okay.
I am going to talk about you. All right? And the reason is because if I care about you, I know enough about you in order to be able to talk about you. And I'm putting the effort in to come up with enough jokes that you'll laugh at yourself. If I don't like you, there's 2 things I won't do. I won't talk about you and I won't hate you because that requires me to put energy into something that I really just don't care about. So this is a normal thing. This is perfectly decent interaction.
This is the same stuff that we all did in school. And the reaction to it is always, it's the same philosophy. When the insults stop,
there's a
worrying.
problem.
Yeah.
There's a problem.
Mm-hmm. So that's what that's all about. I get it completely. My beau and his boys do the same thing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's it's like George Carlin talking about when he was a kid and playing the dozens.
Yep.
Yep.
You
want to play the dozens? The dozens is a game, but the way I did your mama is a goddamn shame.
Yeah. See, now that one you have to edit out.
Yeah.
Yep.
What can I say?
I'm doing a lot of self-editing tonight.
You are. I'm
aren't
quite
you proud
impressed.
of me?
I am very impressed.
That's
actually.
what I thought.
Yes.
I thought you'd be proud of that. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning how not to.
So, well,
once he actually gets monetization. I mean, he's worried about being demonetized right now, even though that's not really a threat at this moment. But if he gets to a point that he is monetized, if he gets to the point that he is monetized, then of course, this is one of the episodes that he won't have to edit. And you know, I'm down for the cause.
Thank you so much. Certainly do appreciate that.
Hey, what can I say?
I was watching.
You were? What were you watching, Tim?
I was watching MXR Plays. Gina Lee and Henry Lang's channel. Mm-hmm. They got demonetized. They got demonetized yesterday. Yeah. And you're talking about like 2 million. 2 million subscribers.
Yep.
It was like, wow.
That's because they are, and I mean YouTube. They are.
Oh, they can just go.
Right. Dude, the whole fist. That's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying.
Sideways.
Yep.
And that's why we're going to move someplace else pretty soon. Elena says that's why I enjoy hanging with the boys, even though I'm not one. Well, bravo for life's little ironies.
Actually, you know what, Elena? These days, it's 2021. You can claim to be whatever you want to be.
That's right. If you want to be a left-handed nostril inhaler that glows in the dark with your state motto on it, you go right ahead.
Like, for instance, today, I'm a wealthy white man with perfect credit.
Who's 6'2", 245.
6'2", and 247 and a half.
Just because.
No, you got to account for the extra 2.5 pounds.
Tell me again about the monetization thing.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, even the automatic closed captioning won't pick up on that. I'm just saying.
I would love to see that. Oh my God, I would love to see that. I think I may play this back with the closed captioning on just to make sure.
Because it's not going to pick up anything.
That
It
would
doesn't
be-
read lips. All it does is try to predict what you're saying.
That would be
through the sound.
fantastic.
It's going to be amazing.
I was watching a video last night, as a matter of fact, about a robot that they're actually trying to teach emotions to. Have you seen this? Apparently, they built this robot, this droid of some kind, and its favorite toy is this little dog.
Hey, come closer to the camera. Come a little closer, a little closer. Do you want Terminators? Because this is how you get Terminators. I'm just saying.
Will Smith was right. Anyway, no, but it's little. It's Will. What? Judy wants to know, Chris, did you watch Loki?
No, I don't watch Loki because Disney is a people trap that's operated by a mouse, and I'm not about to fall for it.
It's a the mouse runs the world. I don't know if you're aware of this or not.
I know what Disney owns, and I hate the fact that I like the Marvel Cinematic Universe because if it wasn't for that, they'd be getting none, and I mean zero of my money.
I was okay with Disney until they took over ABC. And the first thing they did, and nobody ever talks about this, but I feel it needs to be brought to the fore. The first thing they did when they took over ABC, in an absolute act of total revenge and domination, they canceled Bugs Bunny. Why does no one talk about this?
Because they're too busy wondering how Disney is acquiring all of this property. Not only do they own ABC, but that also means that they own Discovery and Hulu.
Well, yeah,
and ESPN.
Well, ESPN is owned by ABC, yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
They own all of those properties
Yeah,
now.
which makes sense.
Which, if we're talking about huge conglomerations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Universal, the movie studio people, right?
Well, that's owned by NBC.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm sorry. NBC is owned by Universal. Yes, you're right.
NBC is owned by Universal.
Right.
Universal is owned by Comcast.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought Universal bought Comcast. Comcast bought Universal? Okay. So Comcast owns NBC.
Comcast owns NBC.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
That's real messed up.
And you know how I know that Comcast owns that? Because anytime that you see something on NBC, they always say NBC Universal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't matter which order it goes in because
Right.
the person at the top is Comcast.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's why we
Comcast
sucks. Hey, listen, as a guy that went through 2 years of AT&T, no. For all of their faults, yes,
They all
Comcast
suck. They all suck. Every last one,
all
except for Wide Open West. And Wide Open West can't really get a foothold in the industry.
But they
simply because of the fact that the monopoly of all of the cable lines is owned right now by Comcast.
Yeah, yeah, they laid that stuff, and the price that they charge to share it, forget about it.
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I can't stand it.
No. Well, the apartment that I had, you remember the apartment that I had in Naperville. Yeah. The reason that I couldn't get Comcast, okay, here's my apartment. Here's where Comcast stopped their service.
Yep.
I am not joking about that.
I know that. But here's the thing that they didn't tell you. Do you know that you could get Spectrum out here?
No, I did not.
You can get Spectrum
Really?
out here. You can get Spectrum fiber out here.
Wow.
And you know how you do it?
Try me.
I talked to a Spectrum representative up in Wisconsin when I was living up there temporarily.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And what the woman told me, and she got on the phone to verify it, I told her that I lived in Chicago. She said, well, we service Chicago too. I said, not in my area. It's monopolized by Comcast. She said, give me your address and let me make a phone call. Okay, no problem. I gave her my address. She made a phone call. She was like, yeah, we can get a variance. We can put that in next week if you want it.
You're kidding.
If
I did not know this.
If Comcast wanted to provide you service, they could have gotten a variance to extend their service to your apartment because you're
crazy.
part of the entire complex.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But they didn't tell you that because they didn't want you to have it.
I guess. Judy tells you have to watch Loki because it's awesome. Set up the multiverse in this series. And Elena's saying, I've never liked Disney. Nothing but greed, and their movies have evil characters that I've never liked when my children were young. On principle, it's a company that commits highway robbery. On principle, yes, you're absolutely right about that.
And they also promote racism, sexism. They also promote non-consensual physical interaction. There's a whole lot that's wrong with Disney.
Well,
just saying.
I had this conversation with somebody the other day. You're talking about a company that somehow, even since the days of Fantasia, there has always been one frame of every animated movie that has something to do with a body part. Every movie.
Yep.
I mean,
it's a tradition that's been passed down silently amongst animators. And
Judy says, who doesn't do that? Seriously.
Everybody does, but folks are getting canceled for it. It's just that Disney is too powerful to get canceled. So anyway.
Disney owns their own television network. Hello.
Right. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So the bottom line of it being, Disney is evil. Everybody knows that they're evil, and they suck.
Anything else you want to know?
You might need to change the title of this too. Everything sucks.
Everything's. Yeah.
So, okay, I know that Loki, everybody's told me that Loki is awesome and it sets up the multiverse, but here's something that's really going to burn your cookie. Watch this. I just got through seeing Black Widow. Decent film. I wouldn't call
Just saw Black Widow.
Just saw Black Widow. Yep. I would not say that it was super awesome. It was good, but for those of you that haven't seen it, I'm good at telling about a movie without giving away spoilers.
You don't give away spoilers. That's true.
Here's the big thing. Stay for the ending, because the ending sets up something that is going to happen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and not on the big screen. That's all I'm saying about it. That's all I'm saying about it.
That is intriguing.
Yep.
See, all this time I've been hearing about,
that's all I'm saying.
All this time I've been hearing about, hey, Wakanda, and now you're telling me that something like...
Something's about to happen big time that is going to happen, but it's not going to happen on the big screen. Yep.
That's wild. Okay.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's wild.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Good times.
And apparently, Wakanda Forever, the new movie, is coming out in September.
I'd heard that rumor. I haven't heard anything about it.
I didn't realize. Well, here's the thing. So apparently, they are going to advance the timeline a lot.
Okay.
Because in the comic books, apparently Shuri gets past the mantle of Black Panther.
I can see that.
So,
yeah, okay.
So what they're going to do is they're going to actually make it so that his character does not actually appear. He's basically gone away, or something's happened to him, and Shuri assumes the mantle of Black Panther.
We all know what happened to him. But.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Shuri assumes the mantle of Black Panther for the next movie.
Okay.
I didn't know that they had wrapped with production and they were in final editing that fast, unless I just read it wrong and it's supposed to be September 22. But when I saw the previews, I thought it said September of 21.
It wouldn't surprise me because the whole Peter Jackson thing, okay, well, we're going to do The Hobbit. Well, guess what? He did the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that they might have gone out and done that.
And they're going to explode the entire MCU multiverse as well, with a couple of movies. The Spider-Man movie for one. There's another movie that's going to be coming out. I forget the title of it, but I think that it has something to do with. I'm not going to say because I don't want to misquote stuff.
Right.
But there's another aspect of the MCU that ties directly into the multiverse.
Okay.
And apparently DC is going to do the same thing with the Crisis on Infinite Earth series as well.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting too.
Amu City Games has passed into the chat room this evening.
Hey.
Good to see you, Amu City. I'm late to the party, lost track of days. The life of the unemployed. Yes, we were just talking about that.
Yep. Spider-Man is coming out. Doctor Strange, I think, is supposed to come out next year. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'll give you a complete timeline because I'll look up the MCU release schedule.
Stay tuned
MCU.
for another great movie review with Chris King. December and March, says Judy, and MU City Games is saying the Multiverse of Madness.
Yep,
Oh, buddy.
exactly.
Okay.
So this is Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4, apparently.
Okay.
And Black Widow is already out. The Eternals was what it was. That's what I was trying to reach for, but I couldn't get it. So September 3rd, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is coming out. November 5th, The Eternals is coming out.
Okay.
December 17th, Spider-Man No Way Home, which is the explosion of the multiverse. March 25th and 22, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And apparently it was 22 for that. May 6th, Thor Love and Thunder. Yep, and July 8th, Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
There you go.
So that makes more sense to me. That makes a lot more sense to me. And Chadwick Boseman will not be recast, which is great. No, I mean because nobody else can play him.
Well, yeah, but so that's why
Nobody else can play T'Challa.
That's why she's getting the.
No, she's getting it because that's what happens in the comic books.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Judy says she already has the full list. Oh,
Well, I'm providing it for other people that don't. Now, how about that, Judy? You like
right.
them apples? Huh?
Okay.
You like them apples?
Enjoy. Tune in again next week for another
right.
great movie review from Chris
So
King.
you need to know the full schedule of when you're going to be appearing because the Danimal, you want to bring the Danimal, but Larry plays soccer on a Friday night or a Saturday night with all three of us, and there's a lot of stuff.
I need a quick plug on any in-person dates. I'm going to be playing. Okay, so here's the quick rundown. We were showing it on the trailer, but I'll give it to you right here. Friday night, August 20th, Hearts Saloon in Evergreen Park. We're going to be playing with a great band, Steal the Rain, some really good friends of mine, old friends, and the Chicago debut of the Queen of Hugs herself, Miss Megan Paulette, will be playing at Hearts that evening. It is her first ever Chicago concert, and we're really looking forward to that. Also, Saturday, September 17th, I don't think you'll be able to make this one, but we are making plans to broadcast this, and that is, of course, the Hugs Gathering in Table Rock, Pennsylvania. Full listing is on Hugs at WRGG, and you can catch all the information on all my shows at timgainer.com. So that's a good thing. And I appreciate it. That'd be great if you guys came out. That'd be terrific. Spider-Man is going to introduce Daredevil as his lawyer, says Judy.
Yeah, I saw that. And I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's going to be glad when they go ahead. You know what? There was always talk about Shuri, and the fact that they're not going to recast T'Challa means that they have to have somebody to step into that mantle. And the only person that makes any sense just because of the way the comic books have been set up is Shuri.
And MU City is saying for sure, have they confirmed?
Yeah, that's
Shuri?
what I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And Danimal can be. Danimal can be my DD, says Elena.
Designated driver, yep.
For the August 20th show.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I can't be responsible for that one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little late. I'm gonna be a little busy that night.
So yeah, Judy, I'm waiting on Marvel Studios to buy up the rest of the properties so that they can tie everything together. Apparently next year at some point too, there's going to be a Daredevil tie-in. Not Daredevil, Deadpool. There's going to be a Deadpool tie-in to the MCU as well.
Oh, good Lord.
So yeah, they are making it. They're making it what it's supposed to be and tying stuff together.
All right.
But I'm anxious to see how they stitch everything. That's going to be.
See, this is my problem with being a DC fan. Because I just never...
What? The DC sucks!
No, and also X-Men, says Judy.
Yep.
No, I just... I never had all the time for all of the Marvel stuff. The Fantastic Four and
X-Men
what?
And DC...
Spider-Man.
Oh, Fantastic Four is getting rolled into the MCU too, by the way.
For God's sake.
That's going to be so awesome.
Oh, my God.
But here's the thing. And DC is just as big. It is just as convoluted. And DC does more retconning of their material than Marvel ever did.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. If something doesn't work in a storyline, then what happens is they go back and they write it as though it happened on an alternate Earth, and then they write what they really wanted on the current Earth. And that opened up their ability to do this whole Crisis on Infinite Earths thing.
Well, they've always been...
And it sucks!
I don't know.
I mean...
I don't
Okay, here's the thing. All the DC movies that have come out... And people can fight me on this, and I don't care. First of all, I feel like Ben Affleck has been the best Batman that they have ever had. Period. Hands down.
Wow. See, I can't.
He fits.
I can't.
He fits the profile. He has the musculature and the build for it.
I suppose.
He has the age for it. And he has that narcissistic attitude that he has to carry as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
But he has that whole Dark Knight feel to him, and that's awesome.
And
okay?
it's the Dark Knight thing.
And
that really makes sense.
I love that. Here's the other thing.
I couldn't get past Clooney.
No, that's...
I could not get past
Forget
Clooney.
Clooney. No, Clooney was too old for that role, dude. By the time Clooney
Kilmer,
got to be that age...
was just... No.
Kilmer was wrong for the role because he didn't have the look. I'm sorry.
Kilmer he looked like a pixie. I know.
He really did. He really did.
It was bad.
So, the other thing that tripped me out was the fact that Wonder Woman was the first one, not the second one.
Yeah.
The first one was a fantastic movie.
True.
And I walked out of that movie angry as all get out.
Why?
Know why?
Why?
Because I was appalled that they had the audacity to make something that good and get my expectations up for any of the other movies that they were going to make.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Yeah.
That had me so angry.
I can understand that.
And I swore to never watch that movie again.
Emu City says, I won't be happy until Deadpool starts flirting with Superman. Or Spider-Man, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. I won't be happy until
It's going to happen, but which Spider-Man? Because they're trying to roll all three of them into the next movie.
That could be interesting. Judy says, DC sucks. Marvel has their flawed heroes. DC has aliens. MU City said, okay, but you have to admit, Marvel stole most of the characters from DC. Marvel kills when it comes to the films/shows, but DC has had better storylines, not including retconning.
Yeah.
I guess.
I can sort of agree with you on that one. Mm-hmm. Like, if I was inspired to cosplay anything when I go to like a Comic-Con, I would have to get somebody to go along with me, as my second, so that she and I could put on fancy clothes and she could put on a string of pearls and everything, and I'd have my fedora and whatnot. And when we see a Batman, we just lay down right in front of him. Because people would be asking us who we are up until the point that we see a Batman, and then we just fall down in front of him and just lay there. And then people would know that we're Batman's parents.
On that note, we'll go ahead and get out. I didn't even play a song tonight. That's how crazy
You
this.
didn't.
That's
You
how
didn't.
crazy this. Well, it could be a blessing for most people. I realize.
Yep.
We'll make up for that. We'll make up for that next week. And you totally disagree. DC is a bunch of gimmicks. Okay, we're not even going to get into it because we got to get out of here. As always, our thanks to you for joining us in the chat room. Thanks for watching. If you're in the replay, keep your comments down below. What do you think, Marvel or DC? Let me know. Also, like, subscribe, hit the bell because that's great promotion and it gets me closer to that egotistical realm of 100 subscribers, which I'd really like to get into one day. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We're almost out of this COVID thing. Wear the damn mask. Get the damn shots. Let's all get back outside. What do you think?
Yep.
We'll talk to you soon. In the meantime, like I said, if you like it, you know what to do. We'll see you next week. We out. Peace.
Thank you.